Marquez and Martin. Well, it's Marquez who was quite clear there, wide through Vale, slots himself in between Martin and Zarco, a little bit further round the lap. Jorge tries to shake off 93, and 93 says, no, I'm just going to sit right on your rear tyre, mate. You can see Martin there is almost down to...
Don't worry, folks, we'll find a way to get rid of that.
Well,
I think he's thinking the same.
While we're on that subject, buddy, of course, I'm so sad to say that this is the beginning of the end of our time in the commentary box together, because as it was confirmed in the summer break, huge congratulations, mate, from all of us at Dorna on your imminent new career challenge, becoming the chairman of the FIM MotoGP Stewards. As I mentioned in commentary this morning, could not think of a better person. I'll save the more emotional gushing praise for you in Valencia, or maybe we'll just do it every time we sit together in the commentary box between
please
now
don't.
and Valencia. But Si, going to miss you, buddy, next year. Good luck in your new endeavours. But yeah, I'm delighted to say we still at least get another 11 Grand Prix together.
I have learnt a lot doing this commentary stuff. Really enjoyed it. Not the first 2 years, a year and a half. First year, no way, I didn't enjoy it. Had to reprogram my brain and learn a lot of different things, a new trade. But I've got to say, of all the things I've learned and experienced, the highlights for me are these sessions in the box, Matt. Learn what I can from the paddock and share the info in the box here. It's been brilliant. I'll miss it. Loved sharing your company, mate, over these last few years. And of course, you brought so much value and credibility to our broadcast. You've only got to read the comments of the fans, how much they're going to miss your insight. But as you mentioned, good luck in the new adventures. Back here then in the present, that's all in the future. Martin still leads the way. 158.262. Are we going to see a 157 on day one here at the British Grand Prix? A sun-kissed Silverstone. We certainly weren't saying that at any time at this very Grand Prix last year. And you're at the moment fourth. You feel like a 58 Ford's going to be good enough to get Pecco through into the second session, although he's on a good lap, as you can see, through the first split. He now fires the factory Ducati towards Brooklands. So it's an excellent first sector. Such a long lap here, Silverstone. Every sector feels like an eternity, doesn't it? It's a long lap, and also it's physical. Like, you do get a rest, like hanging straight, but there's so many fast change of directions, especially with all these wings on. Even on the stock bike yesterday, I was tired, you know, getting an hour to play out there. It's really physical, and the heat is higher than normal. Yeah, first sector's nudging close to 30 seconds. The last sector is a proper trek through the English countryside here in Northamptonshire. It's nearly 40 seconds at T4. Look at that entry, that is unreal. Like you said, 270 something kilometres an hour entering that left-hander, and then have to get on the brake and flick it right. Amazing. Look, this is, the engineers tell me it's so similar trying, you know, to the first section at Texas, you know, the left, right, and trying to get the bike set up and the rider to use it efficiently. Very similar, that section, to the US.
That onboard,
which is very physical.
That onboard was phenomenal. Just the confidence and the commitment in that section was just awesome to watch. That's why these riders are the world's best. It's why they are the cream of the crop. On board with Vinales, looking back to South African Brad Binder. Binder down in 20th place. He needs a big lap, and he's found one. Binder goes fourth. Bagnaia has found a 158.030.
And Jack Miller second.
Miller goes second.
Wow.
Somebody give that lad a ride in 2025. Jack Miller then second on the factory KTM with a 158.260. Miller was on the front row here, I think, last year. He wasn't checking my notes. Yeah, he qualified second here last year on the Red Bull KTM machine. So out of nowhere, Miller goes second. Binder was fifth. He briefly moved up 17 places from 20th to third. Aleix Espargaro needs this lap because he's been pushed into that risky zone. At risk, as you can see, Ralph Hernandez, who was third, doesn't seem too long ago, does it? Aleix Espargaro then eighth. Is this the first 157 of the day? You bet it is. Thank you very much, says the number 41. Turned 35 this week, didn't he, Aleix Espargaro? He's like a vintage wine, just gets better with age.
Oh, love him or not, he's a battler, isn't he? He doesn't give up, you know. He's about to retire and he's still winning. Put that in. Fantastic.
157 157.956. This could be an all-time lap record though by Martin. Over the line he comes, or he's about to come shortly. 157.911. Tell you what, Johan Zarco's 157.767. Surely that will go tomorrow morning in the cooler conditions. We think these current conditions here in Silverstone, look like clear blue skies as we ride on board with Martin, are going to be the hottest conditions now for the remainder of this weekend. A slight drop in temperature. We're getting progressively lower. 23 degrees, we believe, or 22 degrees could be the maximum temperature here tomorrow for qualifying and the 10-lap TSO sprint. And then slightly cooler once again on Sunday at the main race day, of course, which will be the peak of our 75th anniversary celebrations with all the retro liveries, down to about 21 degrees. So that will certainly influence a tyre choice. We've seen a lot of riders in this practice session in these hotter conditions run the hard front.
And all those awesome, little scare there from Bez. All the different front tyres being used by those front riders.
Rins has crashed again. He hobbles away from the scene.
Hopefully that's not a new hobble.
Yeah.
It's one from...
Tough to watch, isn't it, sometimes, Alex Rins? What's happening here? Losing the front going into Brooklands.
I think he didn't get knocked around there, so that hobble, I don't think he's hurt. I think the hobble was previous injury. What I was saying before is, interestingly, a lot of those front riders, say the first 7, and there's all front tyres used, meaning Bagnaia on a medium. We saw Aleix and then who was it? Martin on the hard front, and Jack Miller's time done on the soft front. So all of them being used there.
Martin safe, Marc Marquez not safe at all. Marquez in the danger zone. His 158.585 has got him 10th at the moment. I'm just glued to our sector times on the screens here in the comedy box to see if Marc Marquez will cling on to that place directly into Q2 or not. Through the final corner goes Bastianini. He's certainly safe. Up from 8th to 4th.
Another one on the medium front, Bastianini.
So let's just have a quick look then at the sector times now. I think by the skin of his teeth here, Marc Marquez is going to survive another big scare. A crash this morning at turn 15. That's the Stowe corner, the end of the Hanger Straight. Wasn't the conclusion he wanted to FP1. Now what's happened here for Marc?
Touch the line there and see the front tuck, give him a proper scare there. Is that the hard front? I think it is, with a big yellow band on it.
That's at the back end of Beckett's, isn't he? He's just trying to build the speed here, get the slingshot down that Hanger Straight. I don't think, though, it's going to cost him, most importantly for Marc and Grazzini Racing, the top 10. It hasn't. So there we go then. That is the end of that practice session. And it's Jorge Martin who has an embrace with his bosom buddy Aleix Espargaro, first and second in that session. They were taking in the sights of the capital city of London just a couple of days ago. A little bit of a belated 35th birthday celebration for Aleix. And it's Martin versus Aleix Espargaro going into qualifying here tomorrow morning.